Hello everybody, that Runner Matt here, and welcome to something a little bit different. We have had these on the channel last year, but as of this season we have not had a cross-country race. So, as you are well aware, I did marshal at the last cross-country that we hosted, but today I am participating. I won't say racing as in all out, and I'll tell you what, I'll tell you why after the drive there. Right, good morning everyone. Join me on the warm-up, and it's going to be a long one, and it's going to be quite a scenic one as well. For anyone that's been to sort of Henley and the surrounding area, it is bloody beautiful, and it's also a bit hilly as well. So I've just got to a point where it's relatively flat, bit of mud, bit of puddles, which will probably be similar to the course, but yeah, it's currently 9:55 and I'm already 2 miles in, so it's going to be about an hour. I'm going to do about an hour's worth, then get changed just to make sure I'm ready in time. That looks like the footpath, and then I'll go out and do a bit more if I've got time after that. And yeah, so really the reason I'm doing this is threefold. Reason one, I like a race number, so it only cost me £4 to enter the last cross country, so I wasn't really going to say no. So yeah, as simple as that really. Free race, well, not free race number, but only £4, and I can just have a decent little outing. Reason number two is that I'm pacing Paul round. He's going to be doing his, well, I think this is what he's done, all 5, and basically it's him and a Newbury guy, I think he's called Andy, and it's great, unless they have like 8 or 9 vet 40s in front of them, it's just a one race shootout for the vet 40 title. So I'm just gonna sit around Paul, you know, give him as much encouragement as I can while I can catch my breath off after the climbs. And I'm not gonna go full cross country and trip the Newbury guy up, but you know, it's all about competition. That's what cross country is. It's about beating the person in front of you, not really about times. So yeah, going out doing this hour or so, hopefully I'll drag out about 10 miles in the end. Yeah, so hopefully I'll drag out about 10 miles in the end, and that will make me sufficiently tired so that I can't race it all out, but also so that I'm still fresh enough to still go at Paul's pace in my sort of normal trail shoes. I don't 2.A, I don't know where my spikes are, and 2.B, these trail shoes need to be battered, because I've got a fresh pair of these that I worn once, couldn't find them this morning, so we'll keep using these green ones until they fall apart, which knowing trail shoes could be quite a while. So they've still got a bit of kick on them, as I am well aware from doing Whitney Park Run. So yeah, we should be all good on that front. And point number 3, I am a little bit, I wouldn't go as far as saying injured. Right hamstring's a bit tight, right hip flexor's a bit tight. I've ran 2 races in the last 2 weeks, which, considering I didn't race at all in January, it's I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a shock to the system, but it's yeah, more than it's used to say that, in terms of top end effort. And I did a 16:15 at parkrun yesterday, so just to sort of see how much it hurt, really. And you know, going at course pace, we shouldn't be having any problems like that, but if it does hurt, then I'll simply just ease off and basically just go behind Paul and push him, and then yeah, hopefully we can drag him to the title, as I said. Oh, and also we'll call it 3A. I'll probably end up in the low end of the A team or the high end of the B team. We've got no Steve Young. He's just as of about 3 hours ago finished Tokyo Marathon. Got a sub 3, so he's happy with that, considering his training's not been all there. So essentially I'm his replacement today for the for wherever he normally finishes. And yeah, I didn't actually realise, obviously I haven't really been checking cross country that much, that the Whitney B team is quite close to getting promoted, so it'd be nice to be a part of that as well. Right, just coming up to 4 miles. There it is. And it being Henley and this sort of direction, that's been pretty much all uphill. So having done it in just under 32 minutes, I should be back in well under 30. So I'm not going to go back on that path that I just went on, because it was terribly muddy. I should have just stayed on the road, but again, it's a little bit of practice for about an hour's time, so there is that. And I've just ended up in a little place called Freeth, which we actually did have in the league back in the day, Freeth Hilly 10k, so it might be nice to do again at some point, but yeah, until then, right, I'm going to pop a gel and then we'll make our way back. So as I said, most of the way out was up, and most of the way down is, sorry, most of the way back is down. So as you can see here, just a little bit of descent. Thankfully, I'm not going that way because that's not the way I went. The descent will come a little bit later, but this is the way I came in, I think. Certainly looks like it anyway. But yes, there's a big downhill to come, and I'll see if I can record that. As you saw, I didn't have the hat with the clip on. That will stay in the bag until the race starts. So yeah, don't really want to drop the camera before then. Yeah, well, that's another thing. I've got the I will be recording as I guess we'll call that a 0.4 from earlier. As I'm not going all in, I don't have to. We are nearly bloody twigs. I don't have to be so. I can be a bit more mindful about where my hat is, and that I'm not, so focused on the race that and like also keeping the hat on that I fall over, something like that. He says, as 30 seconds ago, nearly tripped over just talking to the camera, not even looking at it. But yeah, we'll have the hat on. If you haven't seen him already, Ches has been doing most of these races. The Wing It runner. He's got a few more subs than me, so most people that subscribe to me subscribe to him, but if you're not, go have a look at his stuff. He's a lot more full race video than I am, because he has a GoPro with the strap on the front and everything, so he can go for about 2 hours on his camera. So while I do have some full race videos for the shorter stuff that I can get done in time, basically, he's got full race videos of like London Marathon, Boston, Crocker marathons, all on one, almost all on one roll of footage. I think he just has to swap the battery out and he's Gucci. So yeah, plug over, go check him out, and yeah, let's get the rest of this long warm-up done. I don't want to be running any further. Oh, synchronise. Turn around then.
What?
That way. That'll do. So it's not very muddy up at the top, so I'm hoping wearing trails I'll be able to reel them in a bit. finish now, Paul. Oh, man. Here he is. Hi, Hugo. Right, cool down with Jack, who's just gonna shoot off. Let me have a little chat. Just coming up to 2 miles, we were down that end, cheering some of the women in. I was going to go a bit further, but they're doing some construction down there that neither of us were aware of. Right, just hit 2 miles. Yeah, pretty happy with that, considering I've done the 9 miles beforehand. Trying my best to keep Paul either just in front or just behind me. We couldn't see the gentleman he was meant to be racing against, so whether he was so far ahead that we didn't see him or so far behind that we didn't see him, we're not too sure. Hopefully he was either behind or not here at all, so Paul can take the title. Personal note, I'm just had a decent enough race. I was just felt pretty fatigued, you know. I might put the graphic of the warm-up I did, and yeah, you can see how much climbing I did just in the warm-up. So it was a pretty specific warm-up for the race, to say the least, and it'll be good training for Goring next week, and indeed Granbury the week after, with the amount of hills that are in both races. So yeah, just getting up to hopefully 2.5 miles, and that'll give me 65 for the week, and then we'll try our best to eat. I'll go long tomorrow. I'll do about 15ish tomorrow, and then we'll try and ease it off as much as we can for Goring next Sunday. And then yeah, sort of same again with Banbury being at 15. That's just naturally gonna bring the mileage up. So yeah, we'll nearly finish with the cool down. We'll shoot back over here, see some of the women in. Probably not going to stay for the prize giving. Dad and Michael want to shoot off, so I'll just get my stretches done, get some food in, and then we'll probably just head home. Actually on Monday, having done the 15 miler that I said I would do yesterday, so you know, sort of keeping myself accountable. Had a bit of time to look at the race footage. Yeah, did a decent enough job of pacing Paul around. Lost him quite a bit on the climbs. He even told me on the second climb he had to walk, but he caught me up on most of the downhills. Basically because my quads were battered from the warm-up that I did. So yeah, decent enough job, but it did turn out that the Newbury gentleman, Andy, didn't show up for whatever reason, so Paul won the Vet 40 category, so, you know, you can't win if you don't show up. But yes, he's had a pretty good season. He said that was actually the worst race of the series for him, so I guess I didn't do quite as good a job as I thought, but yeah, turns out I actually ended up scoring for the A team. I think I was, what would it have been, 3rd or 4th, Whitney in, depending on how the sort of chip timing results come out, because me and Paul were like right next to each other when we finished. Doesn't matter on a personal note, but you know, happy to score for the A team, help us get some points. I don't think we were in any danger of getting relegated this season, but that is sort of a testament to the last round, because Henley is always the worst attended, and then the first round's always the best attended. So just something to, not other clubs just ignore this. Whitney Roadrunners,
attend the last one, because that's when no one else shows up. So that's when you can get your points, or lack of points, because it's golf rules. Lowest points wins. Anyway, scored for the A team. Hopefully that bolstered the B team's score, potentially enough to get them promoted. We don't know quite yet. Obviously they want to get the results right first time. They don't want any, nags or queries about it. So fair enough, leave Dan and Matthew and a couple of the others. I can't remember the other guys' names, but those two I know. Leave them to it, and we will soon see what we how we got on. If the results are out before the full race video, which will be Friday or Saturday, then I will stick a graphic at the end of that. But for this one, that will be it, I believe. Oh, and one thing I did forget to mention. In that warm-up I was saying about ruining the trail shoes. It took me until I got back to the tent after the cooldown to realise that I actually have ruined the trail shoes. There's a bit of a hole in the right one. 2 holes, actually. I'll pop it up here. So I'll probably keep wearing them for a little bit longer, but I'll certainly have to find the black ones out and start them rolling. Be it, I believe. So thank you to all the marshals and volunteers on the day and throughout the entire series, although I wasn't there for 3 of them. And I did, in fact, volunteer at the 4th one, so thanks to me, I guess. But yeah, beautiful course. I mean, couldn't have asked for a better day. And I mean, the weather's still, look at that. Ruined the lighting. Beautiful day. And it looks like it's going to be like that all week. So hopefully we'll have Whitney Park run on, and we will have a lovely and dry Goring 10K next week to start the defence of the Grand Prix title and the county title as well. So if you did enjoy, please do like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And until the next one, trust the process. Bye.